All right. Hey, Josh. Thanks so much for joining me for this assignment I have to do here. If anyone
Happy
doesn't
to.
know,
Happy to.
yeah. My name is Luke Tracy. This is Josh Danafelser. This is my good friend here. We go way back. We go back all the way to shoot almost middle school here. Um, and he's actually in the field as a coach and I think a teacher as well, right, Josh?
Yes, teacher as well. So currently I am the head JV boys basketball coach at Pickens, as well as the lead varsity assistant. And I teach eighth grade Georgia studies at the junior high that feeds in to Pickens High School where I coach. So I'm kind of trying to stay as involved in the community as I can. I also do a little AAU coaching for some sophomores and some seventh graders with a program called Hoop Atlanta,
Okay.
based in the Atlanta area, obviously. And
Right.
yeah,
So, man, that's a lot. I don't know how you stay busy, bro.
I do. I definitely do. I
It's
definitely
crazy.
do.
So my first question is really quick. What do you think your pathway, what was your pathway to the youth leadership and to the coaching fields?
So, growing up, I love basketball. I love the idea of going and playing, college, professionally,
Right.
anywhere I could one day. But my work ethic didn't all the way match that. I got to college and I sort of realized I probably wasn't going to be able to be blessed with playing. And so I made the decision to still stay involved and around the game as much as I could. And for me, it was coaching that was going to allow me to stay really involved with the game. Because
Right.
I don't know what else I'd be doing. Basketball is my one true love. So I knew coaching was going to be the way that got me into it. And I've always loved helping out with the youth. Like even in high school, even when I was playing, I love going down and working with the younger classes, reading to them or
Right.
something. I think it's pretty cool if you can make an impact at the youth level. So yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. You're very competitive. I mean, I remember playing on the high school basketball team with you my sophomore year, and
Yep.
it was a great year. And man, y'all pretty much ran it. Y'all ran it. Y'all ran the team, and it was a good year. It was good fun to watch, man, for sure. So
Well, we had a good group of guys. Everybody was pretty fun to be around every day. So
yeah, it was good times, good times. So alongside that, what do you believe to be the most difficult part of your job?
the most difficult part of the job, I say for me, is I think coaching. Me and my head coach, my other assistant coaches, we talk all the time. I think basketball or any sport really, it's the one thing that people will always criticize and judge you for having no experience, right? So I don't go and tell a heart surgeon how to deliver or how to do a heart surgery, right?
Right.
I've never
Right.
done that. That's not my thing. But a lot of people who have never coached the game have a lot of opinions about coaching just
Right.
because there's some stake in the game, right? The kids are involved, they want what's best for their kids, and it's tough. I mean, you kind of look at the hours, how much you're working for the pay, and being a coach, and it's not a good experience. I would not suggest calculating your hourly rate with your stipend. It comes out to like 13 cents or like something like that. So
It's a pretty selfless.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of work. I mean, I'm working like 70, 80-hour weeks. The pay doesn't match that. And, sometimes you're appreciated. Sometimes you can put all that work in. You can be the worst guy in the world. You can, ruin a kid's experience or whatever it might be. But yeah, I'd say that's the toughest part of it. People not really understanding what it takes and what's really put into it.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that because I mean, in the end of the day, it's either you got to have the full heart involved, and if you're fully not invested in with your heart and your mind and your soul and your body, then you could see where the selfishness comes into play there. I agree with that.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's exhausting, man. Coaching legs are a thing, and it's meant to. You always got to be on, right? You always got to be on.
Right.
You can't have a bad practice. So you expect your kids to have a great practice every day, right? So
Right.
it's tough.
You got to show up. You got to show up.
Got to show up.
Um, so alongside that, what do you believe to be the most rewarding part of the job?
To me, the most rewarding part is like I've had a ton of awesome coaches, and I'm still thankful for them. I still communicate with a lot of them,
Yeah.
and to have that relationship with a kid, and to even mean half as much to a kid as my coaches meant to me, is the coolest part, easily.
Yeah.
Like I think, and I've started to this year. I've had some guys who've really allowed me to come in and trust them, and they've told me, they look up to me, and being called a role model and a mentor is something I'm still trying to wrap my mind around.
Mm.
I still, being young, I'm 23 years old. I'm still learning some stuff for myself with life and all that. So, it's a difficult thing. So I definitely say making an impact on kids is the most rewarding part, and seeing a kid start to understand some stuff was, I've had kids say, I remember when you told me this, and I'm like, wow, like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I get emotional
Makes your
hearing
day.
that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, makes it all worth it. Makes it all worth it. It sounds corny, but it's true. It's
No,
true.
it's true,
It
man.
makes it worth it.
It's true. I mean, I could tell back in the day when we were growing up together, you were going to be a leader, and this is something that's you're meant for. And so I agree with everything you say. And I mean, that's very true. I know it's hard, but it's definitely fulfilling in the same sense as well. Um,
100%. 100%. I appreciate that too, man.
of course, man, of course. And alongside that, how do you think you keep up or continuously expand your knowledge in the field? Because of course, it's just pretty much endlessly changing.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I got super lucky. I worked for an awesome head coach. He's been coaching for a long, long time, and he's been super successful. We last year we won the state championship.
Nice.
It was my first year there, and we won it. And I remember getting there and being super like I played basketball my whole life, but I had never been taught the way he was teaching the game. So I went up to him and I asked him. I said, "Hey, when you were starting out, did you ever feel dumb? Did you ever feel stupid?" And he told me, "Oh, dude, all the time. That's part of it." So I think allowing myself to be the dumbest guy in the room and not feeling bad about that uh, has really helped me. Like I'm like, hey, this is new. This is all new to me. I don't know any of this stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm never too good. I'm never going. I already know all this, right? I'm gonna always listen to somebody. And if it's nonsense, it's nonsense, and I can kind of block it out and move on. But I'm always going to listen to someone and hear them out and see if I can pick up on something from somebody. And I've had a lot of awesome mentors who have helped me along the way.
Yeah.
And everything I consume is basketball related, right? So, I'll learn stuff on just scrolling through social media. I see something like, oh, I like that.
Mhm. And that's where social media comes into play in a positive light because there's so many negative things about social media, but people seem to
Yeah.
forget there's so many positive things when it comes to youth sports and sports in general and how much knowledge there is on there.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's everything is in access to us in the palm of our hands. That's a good
Right.
thing and a bad thing, obviously.
Right. Right. Well,
But yeah,
no, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And look, we're both young. You're young. I'm young. We have a long way to go. Um, I'm learning a lot from you. I got two more questions here. Who inspires
absolutely.
you? Who has inspired you or currently inspires you the most? And what keeps you driven?
Who inspires me? I would say definitely, obviously, my family. Love
Yeah.
them more than anything. My dad, my mom, my grandmother, my brother, who you all, of course,
Yeah.
know and grew up with.
Yeah.
And they just keep me going. They've got a great positive attitude. They live life with love. Um,
Yeah.
and I get caught up in a lot of other stuff with competition, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be love that's going to do it. And then my kids, like, coaching kids who come from all sorts of backgrounds. I coach out in the country now, but
Yeah.
I've coached in rough areas where kids, had to fight to survive and
Mhm.
work, and they, a lot of them, the good ones don't make any excuses. They just get it done. And my fellow coaches who have the same drive that I do, they inspire me. Um, I could go on all day about that. Right? So
Right.
did I answer the question?
Yeah, no, dude, you answered all the
Okay,
questions perfectly,
okay.
man. I really appreciate your time, man. And I just want to say, good friend of mine. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate your time. I know you had a busy day. You're just finishing, I know. So
Yeah, yeah.
get some
Just
rest and
got done. Just got done.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So get some rest, man. Um, but we'll catch up. So I really appreciate it. All right, man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.